Hello, my name is Dr. John Char. I'm a holistic practitioner, and I'm going to show you
from this spark all of creation arose, spinning out from the center, spinning into being, spinning into time, spinning into wheels of life. From the great spiral galaxies thousands of light years across, to the trillions of atoms swirling in a grain of sand, the universe is made from spinning wheels of energy. Spinning wheels of connecting through our bodies as we connect to each other and to the endless web of life that is seeking to become conscious. Aligned along a central channel called the Sushumna, the 7 chakras run from base to crown, generating the patterns of the auric field. Their spinning comes from the intersection of 2 basic currents, one from above and one from below. As these currents pass between the chakras, the centers spin like gears that take us on a journey through life. Together, these 7 chakras describe a profound formula for wholeness and a template for transformation. The location of the chakras in the body gives meaning to their respective levels of consciousness, which we will explore as we enter the lotus of each chakra.
what does the chakra represent. The 7 chakras are the centers in the body in which the energy flows through blocked energy in 7 main chakras that can often lead to illnesses. So it's important to understand each chakra and how it represents and what we do to keep this energy flowing freely. What is the origin of the chakra system? The chakra system originated in India between 1500 and 500 BC in the oldest text called the Vedas. According to scholar Andeo Judith in her book called The Wheels of Life, knowledge of that chakra system was passed down through the oral tradition by the Indo-European people called Aryan people. The chakra was traditionally an Eastern philosophy until New Age authors like Andeo Judith resonated with the idea and wrote about the chakras, expanding upon the older texts and making the knowledge more accessible. What is a chakra? The word is defined as a spinning disc or wheel. A chakra on the human body is a spinning disc or wheel of energy that runs along the spine. There are 7 main chakras along the spine, though some say there are many as 114 chakras all over the body. In addition to the 114 chakras, there are also 72 nadis, energy channels along which vital energy or prana moves. The health of one's chakra is directly connected to the health of the physical body, mind, and emotion, well-being of a person. The energy from the chakra is being radiated through an expanding spiral. When all 7 primary chakras are in balance, for example, opening spinning energy flows through the body that helps to function on a physical, emotional, and mental level. The main purpose of the understanding and working with the chakra is to create awareness within ourselves and our patients so that we can bring the various aspects of consciousness into a harmonious relationship from a physical plane, spiritual plane essence. When we integrate 7 chakras into healing consciousness, we are healthcare providers that can use the correct medicine and methodology at a specific time for a patient, creating astonishing results. We can begin to understand how to use the blend of the Eastern, European, and Western medicine to predict the effect of this integrated healing process for a patient or family members that are being treated. Understand if you are opening up your chakras, as there is no need to try to make overactive chakras less active. There are many characteristics and functions of each chakra. I will show you an example of the heart chakra, which is the actual chakra, and how you can use them in the characteristics and energy health assessment in the human body and energy. Here we're going to be talking about the chakras, its characteristics and functions. Here we see the 7 chakras, main chakras: the base, the etheric, the navel, the heart, the throat, which is the lower mental, upper mental, third eye, and crown, upper brain. You can see how it connects with each other. Then we see the levels where it's located in the body, energy 1, the physical body, etheric body, the label body, the astral is the chest area, diaphragm, lower mental is the throat area, the upper mental is the third eye, and our Atma is the crown. And we see it's identified with different colors. Red is the base, orange, etheric, yellow is the navel, green is the astral, blue is upper mental, lower mental, indigo is upper mental, and violet is the crown chakra. And we can see it's also identified in the auras, which has different colors radiating from, starting from the etheric all the way up out to the crown chakra, as it radiates in different parts of the body. So the aura is related to the chakras. And then you have energy in the aura and the chakras. Again, another picture of that, as you can see, as you go up from the base chakra, which is the root, all the way up to the crown in the head. And you can see it's radiating from the body. Then it's identified with the spine. So each part of the spine, located in the spine, is related to a particular chakra. And it has different colors identified with it, and its different functions. And there's a possible problems and how it's identified, how the thought patterns can clear it up. And then this is called the muscle retinaculum straps, and it goes into the hip area all the way to the crown area, number 1 to 7, see, in different locations. Then we talk about the nerve plexus, how it's identified, and you can see how it's connected. So one of the characteristics are nerve plexus in each of the chakras as it goes up to the crown, which is the top of the head. Then we go into the next one called sound, and different sounds, or we call it chants, are vibrations in the lower part of the body, which is base. Om is in the diaphragm area, or the chest area, or the astral, and Mi is in the upper level, with the lower mental, the throat area, to the top of the head. So Mi, Ah. And then you can identify also laboratory tests, and then they can be identified with different chakras. They're associated with the Chinese fire element law. So you can see that right here in the bottom. And then solfeggio is a music. It has different frequency for each musical note. And you see the colors identified with the chakras. And then on the left, it's a chakra from the root to the crown. See? Then it's identified also, it's associated with the five element law of Chinese. And you see the lower mental chakras is identified with the throat chakra, and all these different relationships of different meridians, different acupuncture points are identified with its characteristics. And you can see another broad spectrum of the chakras. How the energy is radiating out from that point of the spiral point, spinning point of each chakra. Then you're going to see also it's identified with foods, and the color as the foods could be red, and they have different types of foods, and there's benefits. For instance, you're talking about red, that's a physical chakra, and that's identified with tomato, watermelon, and guava, and the benefits like lycopene and antioxidant. And each one had its benefits, the food, and identifies what food is related to it and what color is related to it. So when you go ahead and talk about foods, there are certain types where you have, say, a stomach problem, and that's the navel, and you can identify with a color and what type of food are best eaten for that particular chakra. And you can see it right here. And you can pause the video down and read the ingredients, the contents. As we go further, we're going to be addressing the different areas of the endocrine gland. You can see the endocrine gland is related to a particular chakra, each gland. For instance, on the crown chakra at the top of the head is the pineal gland. And the third eye, which is the upper mental, is related to the pituitary gland. The throat is related to the thyroid. The heart is the astral. And as you get down to the pancreas, and that's the navel and the liver, and you're talking about gallbladder, it's related to the navel. And as you get down below, the endocrine gland is related to the genital urinary area, the ovary area, and then you're talking about the base chakra, which is the adrenal gland. And all of these are part of the hypothalamus system, which governs all the particular glands. So they play an important role in the health and regulation of the body's functions. As we go further, we're going to be delving into the teeth area. See whether even the teeth are identified, particular teeth are identified with each chakra and its location in the body, and also with the different glands and organs. So you can identify each particular teeth and then relate it to a particular chakram, and then see what the teeth chakram is related to other characteristics. And you can chase that down and to finally clearing up a lot of the contributing stressors that creates the cause. Now we're talking about a synopsis of the heart chakra. When we're talking about that, you talk about nutrition, crystal therapy, you're talking about visualization, you're talking about positive affirmation, and you're talking about what is the description or function of the heart chakra, which is located in from the lower diaphragm, which is 12th rib to all the way up to the collarbone, and that is the heart chakra. And that is a very important chakra because microorganisms like bacteria, fungus, and yeast associated in that area. As we can see again, another picture which shows reflexology of the foot or the hand, healing with nature. It's the air, it's a characteristic, and it's related to the 5-element law, Chinese 5-element law, and the yoga poses which we showed before. We showed the chakra mudra, so you understand a different hand finger configuration, and then you talk about different oils and mudras and sound therapy, where you can, we talked about that, different sounds in the different parts of the body where you can resonate to a particular chakra. See? So all these have a different characteristic for each chakra, but they give you a lot of clues what to follow up when you're doing a body assessment. Here's a sign of the chakra therapy, and below is the radionic symbol or code for that chakra therapy. We have healing with nature. The anahata element is air, so connected to the wind to nurture your heart chakra. Drive with the windows down in the car, or fly a kite on a breezy day. Practice deep breathing during a heart-focused meditation. Now we see different characteristics of each chakra. Location, foods, Chinese 5-element for the astral, heart, frequencies, spokes, fourth dimension, as you can see, referred to the elemental kingdom, the functions, education, the rates, laboratory tests, forms, sympathetic plexus, petals, acupuncture points, frequency, sympathetic plexus, yin-yang organs, numeric numbers, the CET points in relation to each other points, the glands and organ, thymus, which is heart, systemic system, senses, white chocolate, season, summer, tastes bitter, tissues, blood and vessels and tongue, emotion and joy, acupuncture element is air, time of day, affirmations, I love you, and the structures all listed down here. As you can see, all those have the characteristics of this particular chakra, which is the astral chakra. So there are many things that can be found in these characteristics which can aid you in your assessment of the body. Negative qualities, repression of love, emotional instability, out of balance, heart problems, circulation problems. See, you can also address this and eventually find what matching treatments there is. And it's different qualities or lessons. It can give you a whole bunch of things in emotions, group consciousness, contentment, and these all lead to emotional balancing through the astral chakra. Here's the upper astral chakra. As you can see, the different colors is a synopsis of everything we told you: bacterial invasion, miasm, entities, bacteria, fungus, and viruses, the skin and lungs, heart, blood and hairs, circulation, center of the chest is location, air and feeling is the Chinese 5-element law, and then we see the astral, this is insects. If you bother with a lot of people, some people attract insects, and they could be a person that's heavily astral type of people.
Now you see a picture or graphic of the elementary to entities. You can see right here, some people identify with the ghosts or spirits, and that's found in the astral chakra. Then you see physical dysfunctions, tendencies. Then you can see remedies, all different types of companies with their organic remedies and herbs. And I mentioned homeopathics, the pleomorphic masters, all these. And then you talk about certain treatments, the logo treatments, animal nosodes, sarcodes, bacteria, virus, and yeast, astrology, classical music, ocean air, yoga. And see, it's in the area within the chest area or above the diaphragm to the collarbone. That is the astral level. Very important. And that communicates with the upper crown or the upper mental, and that communicates through the astral. Now you can see biofrequencies, you can get all the biosignature masters, the scalar mattress, waves, and that is the benefits are for people overweight, overheated. It slows aggressive people and you reduce heat and dry fluids.
How do you use the chakras in the practice, in the energy, medical, dental practice? I found out by using charts that I could use it for assessment. All you have to do is give me the symptoms from medical dental history. I can place it in the different locations of where the chakra is and find out if they correlate. The characteristics are there. And the organs, I can look at organs. Or you might be complaining about the digestive tract. I will go to the navel chakra. Or if a lower backache or lower pain in your knee, I would go into the spine chakra, so the base chakra right here, and then scan that. And then, but I didn't have a scanner because we didn't have computers at the time or biofeedback equipment, so I had to use charts like this. And I made charts 11 years ago. I would do charts and I would look at the symptoms or what you described to me that you have, and I would correlate with the different characteristics if they fall in that particular chakra, you see. But I couldn't get all the energy ratings or the frequencies in there because if I had to, I would have to do it with muscle tests or a pendulum with some kind of energy device. So you can tell me it's related to the spine. I showed you that in the astral example. It's related to certain parts of the spine, a different chakra. Or a particular gland, like your thyroid gland, would be in the lower mental area. Okay? Or adrenals would be down here in the physical component. And I would look at lab tests and see if it corresponds to different signs or symptoms that fits in the characteristic of a particular chakra. Or you can play music like rock and roll would be more or less the base chakra, or something like a very smoothing music, classical music, and it falls into the astral level, which is chest area. Or I can see your personality, you're rough, crude, you're tunnel vision, and you're very aggressive and rude. I can say that's the base chakra, or physical chakra. So the physical chakra has a different characteristic as well as going up to the ladder to the crown chakra. All have different characteristics. And I showed you an example in the astral chakra. So you can look at the 5-element law in Chinese and see there's a correlation to the chakras and others. So that's your assessment. And I found that it didn't give me a diagnosis. You can't use diagnosis here because this is energy medicine. Diagnosis is more traditional or physical. So I would use this as energy medicine and match up the energy of the person. you know, by different characteristics of each chakra and place them there. So with the advent of the computers as it advanced, I was able to go into what we call the computer age. And we're using now biofeedback equipment, and we can program all the different frequencies in there and try to scan you and try to match it up, you know. And I'll show you some pictures of that, you know, as we go along, how I use that. And now we can scan a lot of frequencies in which we couldn't do before, or we used to do radionics and try that, but that also was limited. So when we do the energy therapy, we follow the principles of homeopathy. You know, like attracts like. And we found out that balancing out the distorted frequencies of the particular chakras, we could actually get some kind of frequencies and equal to that and attract that, and we'll neutralize that. And so we found the results amazing.